Hi guys, my name's Ellie, welcome to my channel, and I want to use the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. It looks like this, and we're going to try, oh, the lighting's crap. I would like to attempt the use every color in the palette thing. So I already have base on, I've got a beige shadow on my creased brow bone, and I want to get started before anything like sets down too much. So I'm going to start with air on a fluffy brush and just kind of fluff that in my crease. Use a transition shade for once. Also, sorry if you can... No. There we go. Sorry if you can hear the outside. It's nice for the first time in forever, so I have the window behind you open. I'm gonna have to close it. This is why I can't have nice things. Alright. Window's closed. This is a mess. I'm gonna put just a little bit more air over here. Which, as you can see, this is why I don't use that color that much. It's just very, very soft. But then I want to build a mix of Royal Prerogative and Princess in my crease. So let's tap into both of them and then tap off the excess and just see what we can get going. Because I want to kind of keep the purple tones, but also utilize the browniness to bring down. Yeah, I like that. We'll do it again. Oh, I'm liking that. I want to build up just a hair more Royal Prerogative. I'll probably regret this. Because these are pigmented. Okay, so that's where we're at with that. Now before I do anything else too drastic, I want to do my lash line. So I'm going with a little fluffier small brush. And for that, I think I just want to run Air and then Princess. So let's start with Air. Just as a little base. Help try to keep the tones consistent. Because I have different plans for the top versus the bottom. Oh. Also, so this is the one I haven't done before, but I have a different palette that I know I can use all the colors in, and I have basically done that look already, but I want to do it again, so if you're willing to watch that, let me know down below if you're fine with me doing another one of these, but it being kind of a cheat. So now we're using Princess. Okay. And then from there, I want to use Duchess, just kind of in my, well no, I want to use Empress. I want to start with Empress. I want to use that orange and kind of get that going a little deeper into my crease. I have plans. And we're going to go over that with the bigger fluffy one and just kind of buff the crap out of it. Yeah? Yeah. Because Empress can kind of take over a look if I'm not careful, so I have to be careful. Do-do-do. Okay, looking pretty even. So now I've remembered what I'm planning to do. So then I want to take Ladyship further on the outer edge and just start tying in the purples. So just right out here. And blend that. Do it on the other side. So the reason I picked this palette is because I've used a lot of these tones back and forth in a lot of different combinations, and they do all work really well together. It's a very, like, yeah, that still looks nice. It doesn't necessarily look like I've used as many shadows as I have, but it looks pretty. So then my plan is to do a gradient between Your Majesty to Noblewoman to Queen Mother across the lid. So it's going to be a little complicated, but we will do our best and see what happens, because I tend to get excited and just like throw something way too far out. But we'll see. We will see what happens. I have some vague plans, kind of. I also have a lot of brushes, and I have to find the right brushes for the things. And one is hiding from me. Why are you hiding from me? There you are. Okay, so I'm going to start with my Ulta packing brush and Your Majesty, which is like the coppery gold one. I'll put that on my inner third. Just right there. Yeah, that'll work. And do it on the other side. And try not to get too excited or pull it too far out. She got a little excited. Mildly excited. So then I'm going to take my Morphe G20, and I'm going to pick up Noblewoman and get that on the center of my lid. Try to get the cat hair off of it. I have a cat, by the way. And just place that there. And once I have them all placed, I'm going to go back and forth and get a good meld. But I want to make sure I'm getting them all on similar parts of the lid, and that I have room for all of them, because I don't have the biggest of lids. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to flip that around, knock off some of the excess on my hand, and use the back of it to pick up Queen Mother. And get that just on my last outer third. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, I do like that. That is so pretty. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, knock off that. Slowly go back over all the colors so that we have a good back and forth. And these colors are very pigmented, so you do not need a ton of them. last, we will touch up your majesty. And then I'm gonna go mild danger and take this little fluffy brush and just kind of lightly sweep over. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I like this. I'm into it. Okay. What else was I gonna do? I had plans. So, I'm going to try mild danger and put Royal Highness on my inner corner. I think that's my plan. We'll see how it looks. I'm going to probably layer crown over it. I just want to make sure it's not, because it can be kind of purpley, but it can also be like a nice taupe. Okay, I'm into it. It will serve my purposes. And also just these shades are really foiled, so they do show up pretty strongly out the gate. Cool. Alright, so last things I want to do is I want to run a little bit of Duchess kind of just in the outer little bit to add a little depth. So I'm going to rub the excess off my hand because I didn't bring my color switch over here, despite the fact that I have one 4 times like this when I want to make sure I'm not adding too much of a different color when I go back in with the brush. I just didn't bring it for some reason. So I just want to kind of rock this right at the outer edge and then slowly, yeah, that looks good. And then just go over to make sure the blend is still smooth, that everything's playing together nicely. And then we're going to do something similar on the lower lash line, but also different. So, I want to, where are you? Da, 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 hiding from me again. Haha. So, I want to take this brush and smudge a little bit of Duchess on my lower lash line, and then I want to put Dethrone on my outer edge. And that should be, well, other than putting crown over top of a couple things, that should be everything. That should be every color in the palette. Which Duchess is really pretty too. Looking at the orange and the brighter tones, I would have expected the browns to be more of like an orangey brown. But they really run more into like mauve-y, almost pinky browns, which is really nice because those work really well on my skin. So I appreciate that. So pointy little brush, and we're going to do Dethrone carefully. Yeah. Which I'm not the biggest fan of shimmers on my lower lash line or like into my crease, but like the darker ones, they can be really nice. So last little bit, I'm gonna take this fluffy guy. This is a Morphe G18 and crown, and kind of just swirl that on my inner corner and a little bit onto Majesty to kind of blend those two together. and then we should be done. Sorry if that's been bothering anybody. Because the ground just has this really nice peach reflect. I don't think that, oh there, yeah, you can see it. It added some gold tones. Okay, so that is every single color in this palette on my eyes. And it actually made a really nice kind of smoky fall leaves eye look. So I'm going to finish up my mascara and highlight and brows and everything, and I'll be back with the finished face. So we had some mascara casualties, but I don't feel like wiping it off yet because it might still be wet and then it'll be a giant black smear and I'll probably forget it's there and just spend the rest of the day with it on my face. But finished look. So we used every color in here. I tried to use Duchess in my brows, but it was just a little too red and not quite as dark as I've been liking them, so I did layer over a different brown. But yeah, every color in the palette on my eyes. This was fun. I like it. I think it turned out better than I was expecting. I was expecting to have to put more shadow on the lower lash line just to kind of use it, whereas these all ended up playing really nicely together, made a nice blended out look that I really like, that I'll probably use again, but potentially with fewer steps. I think some of these were redundant. But also it's still pretty. It's so nice. I'm surprised that the purples and the oranges blended so nicely together. But I'm into it, and I have to go run errands, so I look cute. The other thing, I have a look out of the Pastel Goth palette that uses all the colors. Or at least I could use dagger in my brows. I would like to use dagger in my brows. So I've already kind of done a tutorial on this, but I kind of want to do it again as just kind of a throwaway, I know I can use every color in this palette type look. So let me know if you're interested in seeing that. Might just do it as kind of like a doing this while also doing like a tag video, get ready with me. So let me know if you're interested. I would like to do this, but also I don't want to bore you guys with tutorials you've already potentially seen. But this is also really fun. Every time I pull it out, I use quite a few colors out of this. But you can make this really nice rainbow eye out of them. So, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this was fun for you. I have to go run errands. Thanks for watching.